remember the most interesting shot in the teaser trailer where that fairy jumped into the air and appeared in all the fairy glory? And it was the thing that sold the teaser trailer. They made it a lot of the poster frames. It was it was the one moment where you were like, maybe they have something here. Well, guess what? It's not in the movie! I can't believe that Hollywood keeps doing this.
I thought about this, and I think this is easily top 10 worst live-action Disney movies ever made. It might be top 5. This is barely a movie. It's barely a story. If you're a fan of these novels, you are going to probably hate this. This is more of a Spy Kids movie than it is an Artemis Fowl movie. I'm gonna give Artemis Fowl an F.
Okay, so basically it's a cross of Harry Potter, Men in Black, and, well, I don't have Percy Jackson, but here's a picture. Percy Jackson. And what you get, you put those together into like cookie dough. You put it together, smash it together, really, really good. You put it together, smash it down, put that crap in the oven, and what do you produce? Well, shit. But also, you get Artemis Fowl. What were they thinking? What were they thinking when they were creating this movie? What was going on through their heads when they were greenlighting this film?
After I watched this movie on Disney Plus on Friday, and I gotta say, what the fuck I just watched?
Overall, guys, Artemis Fuck is one of the worst things that Disney has ever made. It's totally now the second worst Disney movie of all time, the worst movie of 2020 so far, and one of my top 5 least favorite movies of all time. And it gets a 0 out of 10.
And now, it's my turn. Disney Studios! What were you thinking? Why the hell you made this movie? Hey guys, it's Mike plus Family back again. This is it, guys. The moment you all been waiting for is here. I'm gonna do an extreme rant on one of the worst Disney live action movies I have ever seen in my life, period. Enough, guys. Let's get to the plot of the story. So basically what the plot is, it tells the story of this kid called Artemis Fowl, and then well, in the beginning of the movie, this guy right there, played by Josh Gale, tells the story of Artemis Fowl and boring! That's what the movie is in a nutshell. Now guys, believe it or not guys, when I saw the teaser poster for this movie when I went to go see Joker, I said to myself, it could have potential to be a good movie. And when the teaser trailer came out, it's surprising we had good reviews on the teaser trailer. It's surprising we have good reviews. And then once the official trailer came, you guys, it was hated by fans. And on top of that, guys, this movie was supposed to get a theatrical release, but unfortunately, guys, due to the pandemic, they decided to put this on Disney Plus. And after watching this movie last week, what the fuck did I just watch? I have to say this, guys. I agree with Nick Hicks 2001. This has to be one of the most bullshit movies I have ever seen in my life. Now, let's get started with the story. The story was so boring to death. Had to be one of the most boring movies I have ever seen for a Disney live action movie. And now let's get started with the characters. We have Artemis Fowl right there. Now, I would have to admit, guys, his costume and his glasses design look cool, but his character himself, he acts like a pedophile. I'm sorry, he acts like a pedophile in this movie. Oh, good God, it was so boring. And we have this agent right there, and I had to say this, you guys. The twist of this movie between Artemis Fowl, this character, and this guy right there, this kind of a twist, it reminds me of Men in Black. I am sorry, guys. The twist of Artemis Fowl joining him to saving the world, that's an absolute insult ripoff to Men in Black. I'm sorry. Then we got these characters right there. I don't give a crap about these characters. Now let's talk about shit. Sorry guys, I pushed the wrong button. Back on what I was saying. And now let's get into the fairy world. I have to say this, you guys, the fairy world, it's an absolute rip-off to the world of Pandora from Avatar. I'm sorry. Oh, good God, this movie was so terrible. It was so boring. And now let's talk about the action scenes. The action scenes were, oh my goodness, the action scenes were so terrible. And I did watch the puppet reviewer on this movie last night, and he said that this movie is an absolute ripoff to Harry Potter, Men in Black, and Percy Jackson in The Lightning Thief. I have to say this, I agree with him, because this movie was so freaking boring! So yeah, and the part that, and now guys, we're gonna get into the worst character of this movie. That's it. That's right, guys. We're gonna get into the worst character I hate so much in this movie. Has to be one of the worst Disney characters I have ever seen in history. And that has to be Merch, played by Josh Gad. Josh! What are you doing in this movie? After a great, amazing performance that you voiced my favorite Disney character of all time, Olaf from Frozen? What are you doing in this movie? Now I want to admit, you guys, when Josh Gad tells the narrator's story of Artemis Fowl, I would have to admit that was kind of decent, I guess. But anyways, guys, we're going to get into the worst scene of this movie. And that was the part that Josh Gad pulls down his mouth. Oh my God. After watching that movie, it scared the shit out of me. And on top of that, I was so scared to death that I literally had to turn over my phone I had to turn over my phone to not see that scene, because that scene was one of the most scariest scenes I have ever seen. And the thing that really pissed me off, you guys, this movie ended on a cliffhanger, which I have to say is I've seen a few bad movies that ended on the cliffhanger that unfortunately they didn't make a sequel because the movie bombed at the box office, and that was the Super Mario Bros. Movie, because we all know that movie ended on the cliffhanger, and we all know that movie was one of the biggest box office bombs ever made based on a video game. But I hopefully the Super Mario Bros. Anime movie 2022 will save my childhood, because after all, it's going to be made by Illumination Entertainment, the same company behind the Despicable Me franchise. So it will have a lot of potential to be a great film. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, you guys. So yeah, and the villain in this movie, I'm sorry, he was a dick in this movie. And on top of that, guys, this movie was so damn boring that I literally fell asleep around 45 minutes into the movie, because this movie was so boring. My goodness, this movie was so bad. was so bad. And I have to say this, you guys, this isn't a joke, guys. This is the third Disney live action movie that I literally fell asleep on, because the first Disney live action movie I fell asleep on was Dumbo 2019, which that movie was a piece of crap. Second one, Mulan 2020. We all know that movie was a piece of shit. But this movie, it was a disaster. Because I have to say this, you guys, Artemis, Fowl, and Mulan 2020 are one of the worst Disney live action movies of 2020. So I have to say this, you guys, this had to be one of the worst Disney live action movies I have ever seen in my entire life. And thank God that I never found a copy of this movie on DVD. So, because I think this is like a Disney Plus exclusive thing, because we all know that the Disney Pixar movie Soul was a Disney Plus exclusive, but due to that movie becoming so damn popular, we're gonna get a DVD and a Blu-ray release. So yeah, I'm very excited to get the movie Soul on Blu-ray, because after all, Soul was a really great film overall, but the only thing that really pissed me off big time is Soul skip theaters. That was the only thing that really pissed me off. So, guys. Oh yeah, and before I go, guys, there's a lot of people out there despise this movie, like Chris Stoppenice hates this movie. Beyond the Trailer hate this movie. Jeremy Johns hate this movie. The Puppet Review hate this movie. The Puppet Reviewer hates this movie. And believe it or not, guys, the Puppet Reviewer that he reviewed on Artemis Fowl, that was actually the very first review I ever watched. And I have to say this, his review is way better than the movie itself. I can tell you that. And who else? Oh yeah, Sean P. S. 101 Incredibles Fanboy hates this movie. Inside Fan 2001 hate that movie as well. They all hate this movie so damn much. Even Nick Hicks 2001 hates this movie with a burning flame passion, saying that this is the worst Disney live action movie he ever seen in his life, right next to Mulan 2020. So, guys, this movie was one of the worst Disney live action movies I have ever seen in my life. I never want to see this character again. And also, even Josh Gad's character, oh good goodness, I never want to see Josh Gad's character ever again. So guys, the final word for this movie, you know I'm going to give it a 0 out of 10 with the Marshall Seal of Fire Partners to cover this entire movie, because this movie was so terrible. Hold on, guys. So yeah, this movie was so terrible. I hate this movie so damn much. It gets a 0 out of 10. It's bullshit. And no, guys, I'm not actually really crying. It's acting crying. Oh, Disney is ruined! I just want to review on a great Disney show for great Disney name for once. I want to review something positive. Huh? What's this? Whoa! I can review something positive for once! Yes! My next review, guys, is the Mickey Mouse 2013 shorts. And just want you guys know, don't worry, guys, my Nickelodeon movie reviews are going to be back in the works. Don't worry, guys. Thank you guys for watching my review, and goodbye. And as for this movie, I would watch this movie over this shit any day. So thank you guys for watching. This is a great Mickey Mouse 2013. It's a amazing masterpiece, but this is a piece of shit. Thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.
Thank you for watching.